Hi, welcome to Unit 7. It is I, Professor Phillips here. This unit, we are going to cover learning styles and critical thinking. So there's a couple of tasks I'm going to have you do in the very beginning, and then we're going to get right into our content. So you should be watching this video on our Unit 7 welcome page. The objectives that we're going to cover are some of the requirements for the final exam. You have a little checklist that you're going to do for that. And then you're going to get into learning styles, which is the multiple intelligence inventory and the VARC assessment, as well as connecting study strategies to those preferences. So that's very important. Students find that very helpful. And then we also look at critical thinking and fallacies that go along with that, because everybody needs to be a good critical thinker. That is the number one skill that people look for from college graduates going into the workforce is, do you know how to think? So first and foremost, when you scroll down and click next to continue, you're going to get to our educational plan counseling appointment video. It's not a quiz, it's just a one question, like, did you make your appointment? Check in. So watch the video, make your counseling appointment. It's very important to do this because it is due later on in this semester. And I don't want you to get to that unit and then all the counseling appointments are booked up. Someone's at my front door. All right. So for the next one, after you watch the video, make your appointment, answer the question, scroll down and click next to continue. After you submit your quiz, you get to page 7.3. This is the pretest checklist. This is the assignment that students like to use to help them prepare for their final exam. And I have a video on how to do this because sometimes students just fill it out wrong. So watch the video and fill out that document and then turn it in. Your reading for this unit is comprised of two areas, critical thinking skills and the learning process. So when you scroll down, those are right in the middle. Under thinking and analysis, you have critical thinking skills. And under learning styles and strategies, you have the learning process. If you feel the need to read some of the other areas under those sections, that's fine as well. When you scroll down and click next to continue, you can go to page 7.5. I've created a video for you. It's a very fabulous video about critical thinking. Is seeing believing? So you'll get to see what I mean by that and put your thinking caps on because it's very important. Then you have a discussion. Well, first you have a little Google slide about critical thinking, and then you have a discussion. So the prompt is linked here. So you have to read through the prompt and then answer the questions 1 and 2 in your discussion. And remember to respond to the discussion, just scroll down and click reply. On the next page, you have our learning styles little PowerPoint on multiple intelligences. So you're going to read through that, and then you have a handout on multiple intelligences. This is just an inventory to get you to assess what your multiple intelligence is. The number one thing students do wrong on here is they don't total up their scores. They fill out their scores like for 1 through 6, and then they get down to where it says total and they leave it blank. So don't do that. So add up 1 through 6 right where it says total, and then you should just be fine. And then next on page 7.10, we have the VARC. This assessment is based on a website. When you click on the assessment in step 1, it takes you to the website. And you just answer these questions. You scroll all the way down, you click OK, and you will find out what your preference is. And then I want you to copy and paste this into Canvas where your scores, your visual score, your audio score, your reading, writing score, your kinesthetic score, and then submit that. For page 7.11, last one, your learning style. This is going to be a little reflection because I find that if you guys don't reflect, it doesn't really sink in sometimes. And by the time we get to the final, you are lost as to what you learned or reflected on. So writing full and complete sentences, just this brief little reflection, you'll turn that into Canvas. Page 7.12 is our recap. And then, of course, we have our Q&A cafe. That's our unit. It does mimic a 1.5 hour class with time for lecture and time for homework. So just manage your time. Don't wait till the last minute to do your assignments. And then with our discussions, make sure you log back in a couple days later to ask your questions and respond to one another so you can get full credit and not half credit for the discussion. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm always here to help. Take care. Bye.